Bethel to increase her prices and replace some ingredients in traditional food preparation.
I know say I cost robots. That one is a problem. It drew on so yes, we said we balance them. In fact, we have the love for the work. I love to cook.
The transportation of produce from other parts of the country has become a significant cost consideration for food and drink producers. As the industry gradually grows, more convenient and delicious traditional dishes and drinks are expected to hit the market. For Joy Business, Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
Before we go, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers is predicting a 2% increase in the price of petrol at the retail pumps. COPEC says diesel prices are, however, expected to drop by about 5.58%. We'll bring you more on that in our subsequent bulletin. But that's how we end the Joy Best Report this afternoon, brought to you by EcoBank, Pan-African Bank. Do follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. Now, here's a message from EcoBank. Every day, people face different emergency. Police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency numbers. Well, here's one you would want to remember. Star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash is the new EcoBank Money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility payments, airtime, and data purchases, and so much more, even without data. So there's no need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergency. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. I am Julie Broom. Thank you so much for your company. Have a good afternoon.
Every day, people have more emergencies. Mom, I need my school fees. Mommy, chop money. Pachi, mommy, my rent. Emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town. More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got. Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and chop life.
For emergency access to your bank accounts, transfers, utility payments, loans, and more. Dial star 770 hash. Bank on the go even without data with EcoBank short code for digital banking. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Joy 99.7 FM, radio for the discerning listener.
Good afternoon. You've tuned in to Joy 99.7 FM. I'd like to have your attention for a funeral announcement. Ayokwe Busia pending BT entry. Nkwetiakweu, Nana Adolfo Kuneje, Adosu Dikro, Nana Kwekwe Yim, Ekosu Dikro, Nana Kwekun Kansa, Ane Busia pending Kofi Safo, Nkwetiakweu, Mamie Fua Santua, Nkwetia, Bafo Ekins Opon, Openyin Kwame Sosu, Opening Kwesio Fosuhene, Mr. Maxwell Kojo Sasu, Opening Kojo Dafo, Opening Kweku Mesa, Opening Kwejo Anson, Mr. Martin Sasukisi, Opening Kweku Anan, Kwabna Mensa, Ate Sumedu Senior and Junior, the Reverend Minister and the congregation, Bethel Presby Church in Nkwetiakweu, and the entire Ayoko family of Nkwetiakweu regret to announce the demise of their beloved Obapinyin Gladys Eninwa Entry. She was 82. Funeral arrangements are as follows. There will be no wake. The body will lie in state on Saturday, the 22nd of April 2023, at the Bethel Presby Church in Nkwetiakweu off the St. Peter's Senior High School Road at 4 a.m. Burial service will follow at 9 a.m. at the Bethel Presbyterian Church in Nkwetiakweu. Interment will be Saturday, 22nd of April 2023, at the Presby Cemetery in Nkwetiakweu. Funeral rites Saturday, 22nd April 2023, in front of the Chief's Palace from 1 to 5 p.m. Thanksgiving service Sunday, 23rd April 2023, at the Bethel Presbyterian Church in Nkwetiakweu off the St. Peter's Senior High School Road at 9 a.m. funeral rites Sunday, 23rd April 2023, in front of the Chief's Palace in Kwetiakweu from 1 to 6 p.m. Widower Opening Gibson Osafo entry. Children Dr. Gibson Ano entry. Reverend Michael Esiedu entry. Dr. Cornelius Miriku entry. Vida Chumesi, Christina Jaffo entry. Isaac Trefo entry. Enchiwa entry. Efa Miriku. All friends and sympathizers are cordially invited. End of the announcement.
In 30 minutes, the game begins. And you know, say, I always do on the safe side. That be why I always win when I bet.
My guy, you always want to be on the safe side. But for me, I'm bold, and my courage allows me to go in for the underdogs. Watch out.
Charlie, you guys, they rush. As for me, I'm always skeptical about these games. So I don't rush, but go in for a draw. Game on! USAF will one be your vibe. With SoccerBet, get the best odds and stand a chance to win up to 1 million Ghana cedis. SoccerBet, your best bet for sports betting.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly. Gaming can be addictive. Not for persons below 18 years.
Back again. Good afternoon. Welcome. This is Game Plan on 99.7 Joy FM. Oh, I skipped that one. Oh God! You see, if you think critically about what just happened, you will find it funny. 99.7 Joy FM. We're back with Game Plan. We're on until 2:50 p.m. Your most authoritative Friday afternoon show. So what's on the table today is a rebuilding process starting at the Black Queens. We'll try and get into what they're trying to do and what the future looks like for that national team. The Ghana and the 17 team are in Serbia. They're also preparing. That's another rebuilding process happening at the lowest of national teams, the Black Starlets. It's Ghana Premier League this weekend. The new athletics outdoor season has started. Lots of Ghanaian athletes abroad doing great times. It's a big year for Ghana athletics. If we have time, we'll get into that. In Europe, well, Champions League week. Manchester City showed just why they are favourites for this year's title. Absolutely demolishing Manchester City by 3-0 in the first leg. Thomas Tuchel, not exactly the kind of start Bayern would have envisaged when they've hired him. 4 matches, 2 defeats, 2...
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering professional-grade industrial supplies, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your outdoor spaces ready so you can enjoy more this season. Right now, you can get the Stylewell Park Point 4-piece patio set at a new lower price of $3.99. With its stain-resistant cushions and modern relaxed styling, it's the perfect centerpiece for your porch, deck, or patio, whether you're looking for sunny lounging or evening gathering. Hurry into the Home Depot to get the Stylewell Park Point patio set at a new lower price, just $3.99. Shop Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
At Rocket, we know buying and selling a home is a lot. Rocket has a way to help with that. When you sell with Rocket Homes, you can get up to $7,000 back after closing. Plus, you can buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage to get up to $10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket Mortgage. We know, it's a pretty big deal. And one you can get only with Rocket. Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started.
For purchase transactions only, must lock rate between 331 and 831. Call 8337-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
The Venture X card from Capital One gives you premium travel benefits, perfect for seeing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Presented by Capital One. Ooh, I do love her. Earn 5 times miles on flights and 10 times miles on hotels through Capital One Travel.
Enjoy your stay in Suite 13.
Whoa, 13? That's Taylor's lucky number. The Venture X card from Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Wins, but no defeat is more painful than the one against Man City. And there's been quite a lot of fallouts from that defeat. Sadio Mane has been suspended from Bayern Munich, at least indefinitely. He will miss this weekend's Bundesliga. The reason is that he punched his teammate in the mouth in the dressing room after the defeat to Man City. Leroy Sané. Somebody said 2 Bambali boys. Apparently, Mane wasn't happy with the way Leroy Sané spoke to him on the pitch. So he took the frustration onto the dressing room and then punched his fellow Senegalese in the mouth. And then Leroy Sané was bleeding from the lip. The Bayern decided Mane's actions were not great, and then they've now suspended him. All right, Chelsea were also in action against Real Madrid. That was yesterday. They lost by 2 goals to 0. Had a man sent off. Can they come back? There was Europa League action as well on Thursday. That was yesterday. Manchester United gave up a 2-0 lead to draw 2-2 with Sevilla. So there's a lot to talk about today on the show. And last week, a lot of you were telling us to talk about a bit more about Asante Kotoko and all the drama that's happening there. The people that want Nana Amponsah out of the club. But really, you have a case. Is there? Have we reached a point where it's untenable that Nana continues to stay at Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Must he leave immediately? Well, the man has done some really good work. That has to be highlighted. So that's on the menu today. We're running till 2:50 p.m. The show is live and interactive on social media. We are streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, on the Joy FM handle. Joy 99.7 FM on Facebook, on YouTube as well is live. For those that prefer audio services, it's also streaming on Twitter Spaces at the Joy FM handle, Joy 99.7 FM. It's streaming there, and it's also on our handle Joy Sports GH. That's also streaming there on the Twitter Spaces. So do join us, and then your thoughts and messages are all welcome, of course, on the hashtag GamePlan on Twitter. The hashtag is GamePlan on Twitter. Also on WhatsApp, you can send me a message on 0551 11 11 997 0551 11 11 997 0551 055 11 11 997. I beg your pardon. 055 11 11 997 055 11 11 997. Your thoughts on everything we'll be discussing here are absolutely welcome. All right, the guys are seated. And it's the usual gang, ladies and gentlemen, and I insist, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Man, yo.
Are you guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
We're buzzing.
Sicho is turned up here yet again, predictably, in a long skirt.
Today's color is
turquoise.
This turquoise, right?
This turquoise.
Yeah. Francie,
Yeah.
where did you
Turquoise
learn?
blue.
Where did you
Charlie,
learn
true.
this? Because
No.
No.
I think when we came here, I started searching for types of colors.
I was going to say the same because for this man to know this color now,
but is he right or wrong?
I think he's right. Now,
You think?
Aquaman.
I'm not sure he's right.
Aquaman.
I think he is.
Aquaman. Listening.
I think there was something I listened to, and they were talking about how they chose some of the colors for, and I remember they mentioned this color
Turquoise blue.
as turquoise blue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give it fast.
In fact, today is 14th. Okay, yeah. So, my big brother's wedding anniversary is around the corner, and it's his wedding.
Yeah.
They used turquoise blue,
And it was like this one.
and I looked.
Some way these are.
Yeah, some way.
So what about the color on the collar?
Some way of blue.
Friends, are we streaming on video?
Yes.
On Facebook and YouTube,
I'm
right?
100% sure. Yes.
Yeah,
You see, the issue is that for some of us, if you are going to do your wedding and you send me a wedding invitation, you say the colors are turquoise blue.
I'll just wear white.
We are putting you in trouble.
See, let me not use myself. If you send a wedding invitation to someone like Nabila and you say the color is turquoise blue, you know why he will come in? I'll come in fuck.
They do wedding. Oh, that's the color.
Well, but on the more serious note, Nabila, how many colors can you identify?
Is he colorblind?
On the more serious.
No, he's not.
Relax.
Primary
more
colors.
serious note.
Yes, primary colors.
Primary colors. When I went,
You're wearing a shirt.
Relax.
Okay.
And now you asked me a question, I can't answer.
All right, go on.
When I went to the school and they taught me, they were not teaching me colors.
You're wearing a
So
shirt
the
right
colors
now.
I know are the colors I know. I know red.
Mm-hmm.
Black stuff in the color. I'm not sure say in the color.
Black is color. Yes.
How?
It's a color.
Hi, what?
Just go on. Black is a color. You said
Okay,
red.
So I know
Red. You know black.
I know blue.
Yes.
I know green.
You know green.
Yes. Now I know turquoise.
Nabila, I'm looking at your shirt right now. I'm sure when you saw hold on.
Hey, we are not doing answering questions session here.
No, let me finish. I'm sure when you saw the shirt, you said, I like this color. I want it.
I never said that. I never said that, please.
He's running away.
I never said that.
I never said that. I know yellow. I've seen yellow.
Yeah.
Yes, I know yellow. The Ghana colors, I know them.
No, your color appreciation is some way.
Be some way.
He'll be off now.
Seriously, some way.
He'll be off. Anyway, guys, there's a lot to talk about today.
Right.
Of course, including Pardon My Take. Last week, Pardon My Take did not. It did not.
Is it because the intro she chopped? It is more intro.
I hold on now. Yes. My brother Kwekwa Hinkra came with
a thesis.
He wrote thesis. When I saw it, I was like, Kweku.
Yes, and took screenshot because that would require a full thread, and he didn't want to do the thread.
So he went to read it at once.
Yeah, so he went into notes, and even that one, there were 3 pictures of the screenshots, 3 different pages.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. But that's exactly the kind of impact we want with Pardon My Take. It's not necessarily so you agree with that. And it's funny because 2 days ago, Koja Dimensa, CEO of Data Bank, he reached out to me and he said he just watched the Pardon My Take and he agrees 100% with everything I said. And this is one of the biggest Liverpool fans we have in this country. Yeah. So please, we're going and grab brain yourself.
I won't be surprised if Kwame Banyako also agrees with you.
And
I won't be surprised.
And on Kwekwa Hinkra,
yes,
I have he's been wanting me to respond to the whole Sadio Manu thing.
He's been taunting you.
He's been taunting me because obviously, at the time Sadio and Liverpool's issues came, some of us were very, very vocal. And, screenshots of what we wrote were quoted by the English media saying that African journalists feel like Sadio is not being treated properly. And so what's happening with him at Bayern seems to be a sort of vindication of Liverpool. Mm-hmm. That, it's not like we didn't treat Sadio Mane well. But
he's a bad boy.
But he's a bad boy, and that
they manage the badness in him.
But the fact that he's going to Bayern and he's experiencing these things is justification of the fact that, it's not like Bayern loved him more than Liverpool did. But I'm sure we'll talk about the issue.
We'll get there. But I'm not even sure. Yeah. You see, since you started it, it really is something we need to talk about. So let's just begin from there.
So if I may,
I don't. What's going on? Because to be honest, he hasn't scored for Bayern since October.
Yeah.
He's been injured in that period, missed the World Cup. He's come back. He's not necessarily starting matches, comes off the bench against Man City. He starts an argument, or I don't know if he started it, but an argument ensued between him and Leroy Sané. I'm not sure exactly what caused it, and presuming that pass it to me, I didn't pass it to you, it's probably what caused it. He goes into the dressing room. He's not pleased with exactly what Leroy Sané said to him on the pitch, but obviously he couldn't punch him in front of the cameras. So he goes into the dressing room.
Let's say, I'll teach you a lesson here.
And that's the needful.
And then he punches him.
And that's the needful.
Yes. He punches him in the mouth. He starts bleeding.
I saw a Sky Sports video, and Leroy Sané closed his mouth. So they said he was closing his mouth to avoid the cameras capturing that indeed he was punching.
That is smart of him.
Yeah.
So the background issue is that, first of all, Sadio and Leroy are this close. This close.
Bambali boys.
As you know. Leroy's father is Senegalese, former Senegalese international. And Leroy and Sadio are that close.
Okay.
Now, what people don't know is that Leroy has a speech impediment. That's why he doesn't grant interviews.
I see.
Leroy and his big brother both have speech impediments. Okay. So he doesn't talk plenty.
Yeah.
And you see the people who don't talk plenty, when they remove one, they destroy everything. They destroy everything.
Now you can beat me, Governor.
So that's the background. But Sadio, as you mentioned, because of the issues you mentioned, has been frustrated for a while.
Yeah.
Now, something that has gone under the radar because Nagelsmann was sacked is that Nagelsmann and Sadio had, and I'm sure you saw the report, they had a small misunderstanding about twice before Nagelsmann was sacked prematurely, as it were.
Yeah.
So Sadio has been a bit frustrated with the situation. Now, Bayern themselves have not been too pleased with Sadio for one thing. But Bayern feel like, as an institution, they invested in a Ferrari. They've got a Fiat. Oh, exactly. Now, Sadio was doing all these amazing things for Liverpool and Senegal. But, of course, the fact is that he had people who were helping achieve those things. What Bayern signed and what they hope they signed was a kind of forward who could achieve certain things. Peel past players in the Bundesliga with reckless abandon, run past people and they can't catch him, and so on. Score goals for fun. The injuries, of course, was not his fault. But the fact of the matter is that Sadio is not what he was 2 seasons ago. And that frustration is beginning to show on an institutional...
Even just a season ago.
Yes, and the personal level. So, if you watch, and Sicho and I were talking about it before we came, so gives the example of their Klassiker, right? When Sadio was brought in against Dortmund as a sub, he was expected to go past the Dortmund players who, if anybody watches the Bundesliga, you would know, has one of the slowest defenses in the Bundesliga. So he was able to do that. Yeah. Whether it is because of his injury and the fact that he is not 200% as yet is another matter. But basically, that's what has been the feeling like at Bayern. They have managed it well until now. This morning, the Senegalese national team coach was interviewed about the matter because it's a big deal. I mean, anything,
it is a big deal. Suspension is a big deal.
Yes. The coach, Ali Cisse, said, look, I have nothing to say, but the fact that this is a dressing room matter. Anybody who has even played coach football knows that worse things happen in dressing rooms.
Oh, yes.
Any team, there are internal issues.
Yeah.
That is why
even just in Doha they were using bottles to throw each other just in Doha.
Offices. Right now,
their homes.
Yes,
there are issues in the office. There are issues in the house.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's like that.
Like you said, Sadio bottled it and waited till they go to the dressing room before he showed him something small.
You a lesson.
You understand? The bigger question is how the issue leaked from the dressing room. That's the problem.
Fantastic.
And at a big club like Bayern, the disappointment from Sadio's camp is that how does something like this get out of the dressing room? That's the bigger issue. The fact that he...
I think doesn't it go without saying, because if you suspend him for the action, it goes without saying that everybody
but one thing follows the other.
Yes, but I'm saying that
public knowledge.
Yes, but I'm saying that are you suggesting that perhaps the pressure from the story breaking,
of course,
is what informed the decision?
But of course, you can suspend him, but come up with a different narrative. Do you know the number of players who have been said to be injured, but they are not injured? They've been suspended or banned from the team.
Yes, true.
So Bayern can easily say Mane has had an injury setback. He picked up a knock when he came on against City, so he'll miss the game against Hoffenheim. We hope that he'll be ready for the return leg. Who knows? He would have been banned. Who knows? He would have been fined. Banning him now and fining him now on the back of what we know puts pressure not only on Mane, not only on Sané, but the entire Bayern team and the outlook.
Yes.
Maybe in fact, Bayern's statement clearly stated that he's been suspended because of misconduct.
Misconduct, yes. So and you see, let me take it back a few months.
Okay.
Before Nagelsmann left, there were issues of leak in the Bayern camp already.
So the rat is still there.
Before Nagelsmann left,
this man's girlfriend.
She was one who was been accused.
For a huge club like Bayern.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your outdoor spaces ready so you can enjoy more this season. Right now, you can get the Stylewell Park Point 4-piece patio set at a new lower price of $3.99. With its stain-resistant cushions and modern relaxed styling, it's the perfect centerpiece for your porch, deck, or patio, whether you're looking for sunny lounging or evening gathering. Hurry into the Home Depot to get the Stylewell Park Point patio set at a new lower price, just $3.99. Shop Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
At Rocket, we know buying and selling a home is a lot. Rocket has a way to help with that. When you sell with Rocket Homes, you can get up to $7,000 back after closing. Plus, you can buy with Rocket Homes and finance with Rocket Mortgage to get up to $10,000 cash toward closing from Rocket Mortgage. We know, it's a pretty big deal. And one you can get only with Rocket. Visit onlywithrocket.com to get started.
For purchase transactions only, must lot rate between 331 and 831. Call 8337-ROCKET for conditions and restrictions. Equal housing lender licensed in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
For a huge club like Bayern to have these issues, it happens everywhere.
Of course it does.
It happens and ex-pros will tell you, even our Black Stars team, if you start telling you some of the players who have fought in the dressing room, if you start telling you some of the things our captain told the players after the Nicaragua game, I mean, but it's done. It stays there. You get it? For a club like Bayern Munich to have issues like this leak out of the team isn't good. And I remember when Nagelsmann complained about tactics being leaked. When Nagelsmann had his own issues with Müller and Neuer, and he came out, he was very disappointed. And now, minutes after Sadio and Sané happens, everybody knows about it. This is Bayern Munich. This is Bayern Munich, and that is
FC Hollywood.
That is where my disappointment is.
But actually, mine also has similar issues and
the Rafranik.
Yeah,
there was issues on the Rafranik.
Stories were always leaking from a dressing room, and you're wondering where are these stories coming from?
Under pressure, but on Sadio Mane, I think.
Why is it not working for him at Bayern? At least now we can conclude that so far it's not in the fairy tale transfer that it was probably built up to be.
It's a lot of things.
He's making the money, all right.
It's a lot of things, and I'll come to it. Now, Bayern's frustration, as Gary mentioned, the guy is the highest earner in Bayern Munich. He's earning reportedly 17 million euros a year. That for a Bayern Munich player is
that can be a year salary.
17
million.
Yes,
a year.
Yes,
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. 17 million a year for money.
And Bayern don't like that.
No. But Tony Cruz left because they're going to and Cruz said, "Okay, then take your club. I'm going to."
If it's when
now, here's the thing, friends. Like I said last week after your splendid take, I said that you see, we cannot forget that these footballers of Liverpool played an astronomical number of games, almost all of them at very high level.
Yeah.
The last 11 games of the Premier League season last season were all final games. Every game was like a final which had a trophy because City were breathing down their necks. They played in all cup finals, and on every fixture they had on their calendar, they played. That thing includes Sadio Mane.
Okay.
And if you're watching a Liverpool team this season that has every one of those players who were integral last season struggling, Sadio Mane can't be an exception. So the burnout which has caught up with Van Dijk, Trent, Rowe, Salah, Hendo, Fabinho, it's also caught up with Sadio. And the thing is,
it doesn't matter where he is.
No. If you're tired, you're tired. But if you're tired, you're tired. If you go to Kumasu, you'll be tired. So the thing also is, after the long, hectic season that Liverpool had, let's not forget, we had the shortest preseason in the history of football because of the World Cup. So the preseason was so short that players couldn't necessarily recoup. They had to go for preseason, another season starts. The Sadio Mane goes to Bayern Munich, a different environment, a different club, and the manager who loves to try so many things. Today you're a first 9, tomorrow you're on the left, tomorrow you're a 10, tomorrow you're a right winger. Then Sadio
emphasize the fact that he even came off a year where he went to the AFCON and won it.
Yes, so he's been playing back to back.
Yeah.
Then
and qualified for the World Cup.
Sadio gets injured, and for a player who relies very much on pace, you can't afford to be sharp. You see, if you're Michael Carrick or Sergio Busquets, with the way they play with slow motion football, if you miss a yard of pace in your game or you're not at your best,
it won't be so apparent.
Yes, but for a player like Sadio who relies so much on pace and power, to about 5 months of football or 4 months of football, it's surely going to take him some time to hit the level. The thing now is, he's not any younger. Sadio is what, 32?
Yeah.
And that is why Liverpool had to make that decision. Because they couldn't have afforded to keep him on the wages he was at this with a new contract, if they're going to sign down new contracts, and also keep Mo Salah. So they have to look into the future. You get it? So Sadio's case is a matter of the reality from last season, the fatigue setting in a new environment, in a new club, where he's also had his own injury worries.
Daniel, is that a view you share?
Just a quick one from Thomas Tickle. Thomas Tickle says that I'm Sadio Mane's first lawyer. I've known him for many years. I know his surroundings. He is a top level professional. He made a mistake. He broke the code of conduct of the club and myself. He did apologize, and we have sorted the situation. I continue to count on him.
Finish.
Yeah.
Daniel.
I mean, I'm not surprised with that coming from Tuchel.
Champion guy.
Champion guy. Oh, yes.
No, we will come to that.
Forget. I didn't know they were this good.
Behave yourself. But DK, for Sadio Mane, because you see, I don't understand why. For me, my other frustration is why some Liverpool fans are gloating over Mane's.
That's just pettiness.
Yeah, Mane's misfortunes. It's almost like, we were right to let him go. So now you see, because of one incident of misconduct, suddenly
but they
were right to let him go. But clearly, under Tuchel, he still has a big future. But how does he get himself back to? Does he play his way back into the starting lineup and enjoying his football again? Because that Bayern team is stacked.
Yeah, really. And I'm going to draw a comparison with somebody like Koulibaly.
Yeah,
it's his style. I think if Mane modifies his style, he will have more years ahead of him. You mean Kalidou? And Kalidou Koulibaly also. They are very dependent on their pace and their power, their athleticism as footballers. And as you grow older, those attributes decline. So you need to stay relevant. And in order to stay relevant, you need to modify your game. For Sadio Mane, and as Sicho has said, it's not like he also went to a league that is a bit slower. The German Bundesliga is also fast-paced and the intensity is high. So, and I understand Bayern Munich, when they looked at the player at Liverpool, you expect that at least he can do 2 seasons of that level before declining. But it's not just last season. Liverpool have been at least to a final of a competition for the last, I think, 3 or 4 seasons. They are always there, at least the last 4. Okay. And with the intensity of the Premier League title races over the past few years, it means that the last 10, 11 games of a season, as Sicho said, are finals. So, in as much as maybe Chelsea are playing a game this weekend, Chelsea might be comfortably in 3rd position and can afford to rotate players. Liverpool or Manchester City don't have that luxury. Or even maybe Manchester City can do it because of their squad there. But if you look at Liverpool, it was that front 3 playing almost every single game. And you see, it's always good to do a comparative analysis. You look at the injuries that have hit Bobby Firmino in the last couple of years.
Okay.
You look at Mohamed Salah in his form this season. Yes, he might be scoring the goals, but he's not as explosive as we've seen in the past couple of seasons. So it's affecting everybody. It's not just a Sadio Mane situation. So for me, look, the league he's gone to, I think he's a very smart player. We've seen different sides and different styles and different versions of Sadio Mane. I think he needs to try and modify his game a bit to be able to stay relevant. But if he still wants to go down that typical Sadio Mane that we know, that explosive style Sadio Mane, he's going to deliver in patches. He's not going to be consistent. Look, we are seeing it with N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante is N'Golo Kante. He can't do anything else apart from that high level pressing giddy style of football. And that means that you do well in 2 months, you get injured, you go back, you come back. That sort of football. You will not be that consistent player that a team can rely on. So, and when you also consider the money that Bayern paid for, and the money they are paying him also, Bayern don't expect somebody to come and play in patches. They expect somebody they can build their season around and be dependent on for the entirety of the season. So for Mane, it's about a personal decision for him to look at the game and try and modify it a bit. It's not every time that you have to be explosive, run around, press. And you see, that's one key thing that most people don't give credit to Messi and Ronaldo for. The Messi and Ronaldo you saw in 2006 were very different from the Messi and Ronaldo in 2010.
Absolutely.
Very different from 2015, very different from present day. They've been able to modify their games as the years go by and still remain relevant and still remain at the top. And there's no shame in doing that.
That's why Messi's working now.
That's why Messi's working.
For me, one of the
walk up by what?
Yeah. I just want to add an example to the point that he's making, and perhaps something that Sadio Mane can look to. Ryan Giggs.
Exactly. Yeah. Ryan Giggs is a clear example. Another example of somebody who failed to do that. Gareth Bale, Ian Robin. Players like that chose to, and I don't blame you. It's about how long you want to go. Yeah. If you are certain,
his body gave up on
him because he's drinking too much. No, that is true. It's true. Don't do that. But it's true. It's true. Okay. So if your money wants to stay relevant and continue at the highest level, and at least repay Bayern for what they've done, he needs to take a personal decision, and it is not beyond him. He's a very intelligent footballer. I don't think he needs that pace and explosiveness to be able to stay relevant. His decision making has been top. His finishing is good. He's an intelligent player.
Most importantly, Danny, he does have the skill set to adapt. Exactly. It's not like he doesn't have it.
But I think his adaptation will be dependent on the manager and what the manager wants from him.
Oh yeah, that one should do.
It's very important because if you look at Sadio Mane in the last 5, 6, 7 years, the key attribute of Sadio Mane is his pace.
Yeah, pace and power. Yeah.
And at 30, 31, he does not have that anymore.
Yeah.
Would a manager allow Sadio Mane to walk about and still make impact in the game? Just like we started the example of Ryan Giggs and we saw from Lionel Messi during the World Cup. Even this gentleman, Mbappe, very young, but he was also walking during the World Cup.
No, Mbappe was clearly not walking.
So I think it is important that we look at Sadio Mane as a player who is declining in terms of his energy level on the pitch.
He's growing.
Yeah. If Thomas Tuchel needs Sadio Mane to provide him the results he's looking for, Thomas Tuchel must make sure that he gives him an opportunity not to burn out just as the way he was doing for Liverpool.
Yeah.
If he burns out often, then the fans will continue to get very disappointed in the performance of the player week in and out.
Yeah.
And that is the only way he can stay in there, fit in, and give them the results. Other than that, Sadio Mane at Bayern Munich is going to be a big problem.
I think unless Bayern are going into the market to buy a proper centre for the next season, Sadio is still the best goal scorer. He's a better goal scorer than Sane, than Gnabry, than
Is he better than Gnabry?
Than Coman.
Gnabry is a machine when it comes to goal scoring.
No, I think Mane scores.
In fact, the last he's been Bayern's top goal scorer. I think each of the last 3 seasons.
No, that's Lewandowski.
Yes,
yeah, Lewandowski. He scores. No, Gnabry scores. Mane is a better goal scorer.
Apart from Lewandowski.
Yeah, Mane is a better goal scorer.
You see, Gnabry is not your go-to goal scorer.
Yes, but Mane
he scores a lot.
Mane is a better goal scorer than every attacking player, but maybe Müller. Yeah. But I know Müller. Yeah. But he's a better goal scorer than all the attacking players. So he's got a place in the side. And Tuchel is intelligent enough to know how to use a fit side.
That's fair. I do have to do something. I want
go on.
So, with all this, there's something that I've been saying. And I even said it I said it 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and last year. You see, this argument that we are loading the footballers with more and more matches.
Yeah, I recall
we did
that.
say that, we said 3-4 years ago, that now it will start catching up with them.
To be fair, Klopp was the biggest ambassador of that.
Of that thing. Yeah. And we kept saying that this loading, especially of the elite players, it will catch up with them.
Yeah.
So you have the outlier like Messi, who, because of his sheer stature, influence, and clout, he can tell a coach that this is what is happening to my body, and so please change for me, and he'll be allowed to do it. You get it? Ronaldo, because of his sheer force of will. You understand? We saw a bit of it at Man United.
Ronaldo, somebody would have punched you.
Yeah. You see, sheer force of will. And you will start hearing from Al Nassr that the reason why the coach left the club by mutual consent is that before Zero came, they were playing a certain way which enabled them to be 3 points ahead of the second place before Cristiano came. Now they are 3 points behind
after Cristiano
came.
I mean, the coach is not serious.
No. The coach is not serious. No, you see, I don't want to go there. But
Cristiano is holding the team.
You see,
but
for those who take it back.
No, but that's the truth. He was holding Man U back.
I don't want to. But you see, Ronaldo and Messi will bend your team to
their will.
Players like maybe Sadio Mane are a step or two. They don't reach that kind of power and sense.
Yeah.
So they can't move. Bayern Munich there, you can't do that.
Bayern Munich is a different institution on its own.
Now, which brings me to the point of those who were or are angry or are saying we should apologize for.
Yes, you're talking the Liverpool petty party.
Thank you. I like that. Yeah. The Liverpool petty party. Yes. You know, who are saying that why we're African
crying this team.
Yeah. You know, and I said this in the Asante Kotoko case 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, that two things can be true. We live in a world right now where everything has to be black or white.
Yeah.
You are either 0 or 1. It's binary. People don't make room for the shades of grey.
No nuance.
So there's no nuance. So here's what I'm saying. It can be true that Liverpool, because of the legitimate reasons Sicho gave, that they are looking at the player's age, they are looking at his body, they are looking into the future, and they are deciding that giving this person this amount of money does not make sense for our club. And guess what? Haven't we been vindicated by what is happening at Liverpool now? With the fact that John Henry does not want to spend on the team, the entire infrastructure does not want to spend on the team. So it was in keeping with the club ethos at the time that they let Sadio Mane go.
Right.
So that can be true. It is not false that we were saying that Liverpool should have treated him better. One, that is true. Two, it can also be true that Bayern Munich, after buying Sadio Mane, are experiencing
what Liverpool experienced and allowed him to live.
Thank you. Yeah. So to people like my good friend Kwekwa Ingra and stuff, it is not one or the other. You see, life is complex. Life is complex. So yes, it is true that I stand by what I was saying, that I think that for a player of his worth, he should have shown a lot more commitment by Liverpool Football Club. And they didn't. And now Sadio is in a pickle. It does not mean that, so we thought that Sadio is a bad. No, there is no evidence anywhere.
And the other thing too is that yes, they chose to keep Mohamed Salah, which I agree they should, because he's a better player than Sadio in my opinion.
Of course.
But Mohamed Salah extending his contract hasn't been the same player that he used to be.
No.
And the same effects that are caught up with Sadio has caught up with
and
Mo.
To be fair, which Liverpool player has been the same player since Mane left?
That is all we are saying. That you
so it's
all
not
these things.
It's not a money problem.
All these things fall into the pot.
Yeah.
That look, when we are making arguments, two things can be true. It's not like Ghana, NDC, MPP,
no.
black or white. You are male or female. Hey, sorry.
Sorry, don't go. I'm interested in your thoughts as well, because there's quite a lot of people who are listening to us on the space, watching us on Facebook, and also listening to us from their radio sets in their cars or whatever it is that you're listening to us. Why do you think Sadio Mane is struggling at Bayern Munich? And are you one of those that thinks that he should not have left Liverpool? Because some Liverpool fans want us to believe that he's struggling because he's left Liverpool and that he should not have left. I don't know about you or what you think. 055 11 11 997. That's the WhatsApp number. Also leave me a message on Twitter. Use the hashtag game plan. Just on the Bayern Munich topic, we'll go into the Champions League game, of course, and then we zero from global to local. Everything that makes sense, considering where we start. So we will get into the Champions League and that Manchester City versus Bayern Munich game, since we are on that topic. But let me tell you about Duraplast. For over 50 years, they have been your reliable partner for quality plastic products such as PVC and FTP, PE pipes of various sizes. And they have, over the years, progressed to become a leader in the plastic industry in West Africa and part of Central Africa. Yes, where you live matters, where and how you store your water also matters. So how do you check your level of water in your water storage tank at home or at the workplace? Do you just hit the side and listen? Or do you climb all the way to the top to look inside it? You can fall inside, though. It's good for you.
That's Mufta.
Has he fallen inside before?
No.
And he can't swim too.
You see, on a more serious note.
It's not true.
No. You said it. Just take a look at Daniel and I.
What's the problem?
If we are climbing a water tank,
who will fall inside?
Who am I about to fall inside?
Daniel, sit down. We'll organize a water tank climbing competition.
Please.
Please. 3.2 seconds. There should be proper wind blowing.
We'll get Duraplast to do it. So yeah, exactly.
In the car park.
Yes.
In the car park.
Duraplast will bring a water because water tank is the ultimate tank for water storage.
Thank you.
By Duraplast Limited, and it comes with an optional water level indicator that you know exactly how much water you have in your water tank. It's not only beautiful, but it's also designed to carry accurate volumes of water. So if it's 5,000 liters, it means what? 5,000 liters. And of course, it's very doable and available in various sizes. Get yourself a water tank today from Duraplast Water Tank. What a tank. Remember, where Duraplast goes, water flows. Also, how many of you can sing in this building? Nabila, you can't sing, obviously.
I can. I have a...
What's your favorite song?
I have an acorn voice.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your outdoor spaces ready so you can enjoy more this season. Right now, you can get the Stylewell Park Point 4-piece patio set at a new lower price of $3.99. With its stain-resistant cushions and modern relaxed styling, it's the perfect centerpiece for your porch, deck, or patio, whether you're looking for sunny lounging or evening gathering. Hurry into the Home Depot to get the Stylewell Park Point patio set at a new lower price, just $3.99. Shop Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey!
This guy, we must sack him from this one of these days. What is this?
Me? I can sing well.
Okay, give me 2 lines.
2 lines from Aeon.
Yeah, it's 2 lines. Which of his songs do you
As life goes on, I'm starting to learn more and more about responsibility. I realize that...
Let him finish.
Let him finish.
Because I have no idea where he's going.
Okay. So as life goes on,
no.
I'm starting to learn more and more about responsibility.
You're going to get him to sing.
No, I said he should sing and he's talking, so let him talk.
Charlie,
wait. Nabila, when life goes on, I learn about responsibility. Were you at the point where you were singing?
No, I am building up. You see, you have to start low. The crescendo is required for you to fly.
Yes, okay. We are waiting for the crescendo. Go on.
Okay, as life goes on, I'm starting to learn more and more about responsibility. I realize everything I do is affecting the people around me. So I'm trying to take out the responsibility, and we continue.
What's that singing, though?
No, we have reached.
The lyrics.
He said now we continue, so we are waiting.
So why are you all interjecting? I'm not going to sing again. I'm up.
We beg. Now you continue.
We beg.
You beg?
Yeah, we beg.
We are going to sing Blake song.
Please stop digressing. Now we beg.
You sing any song.
Finish. We are quiet.
Okay, I'm this Celine Dion.
This guy is a sinner. He's a sinner.
Repent. I can't believe this.
How many days of Ramadan do you have left? How many?
He hasn't sang it. Now he's going to Celine Dion.
Yes. How many days of Ramadan do you have left?
No, we have to. By the end of today, will be 23. So it will be 11,
7 days. Right.
We'll conclude next Friday.
No, why this question? You want to say I will not make it to heaven?
To defend you and say that Ramadan that's affecting.
I ask about the thing because on this desk, only one person is a certified singer.
Oh, Chale! No. Really? Bright like a diamond. Give me one bad man. Give me one bad man. Give me one bad man. No, Charlie. No, I saw it.
No, the questions you people had to listen to me. You didn't give that to him.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yes.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That's right.
Shine bright, the people see. I choose to be happy.
It's okay.
No, we must climb the water tank.
Please. Anyway, I ask because cues and lyrics is now on Joy Prime. So just let's reimagine entertainment with cues and lyrics. Okay, the stage is set and ready to blast with Ghana's latest music reality show, Cues and Lyrics. It's a music competition show that aims to provide the ultimate entertainment to Joy Prime's cherished viewers whilst offering the biggest platform to unearth music potential in contestants. 12 budding musicians have survived the auditions and are ready to journey to stardom. Make an appointment on Joy Prime as we adore the contestants for the maiden edition of Cues and Lyrics on Sunday, April 16 at 8:30 p.m. It's going to be nothing short of exciting. Cues and Lyrics bring on the music, produced by Joy Prime, your ultimate experience, and is powered by Hits FM. You know, that's where that kid knows about my rap line. You know, my famous rap line. All right? Yeah. So when I go on this show, one of these I make an attempt. Yeah. Bars
on bars.
Yeah.
But when Daniel was singing, he was closing his eyes. I don't know if they were coming from the eyes or the mouth.
Yeah, no, this is just for the show. The name is Fento, but you can call me Mr. Fenceman, Mr. UO.
If you say they come at you,
why is Mishako staring at me like that? He's not impressed or what?
You say what?
Anyway,
no, if the guy self-shock.
Yeah, don't mind him. Don't mind that guy. But Pentecost Hour is here. Joe's favorite program.
Yeah.
A religious broadcast sponsored by the Church of Pentecost. It comes your way with the chairman of the Church of Pentecost, Apostle Eric Nyamiche, on Joy 99.7 FM at 1:30 p.m. every Sunday. Tune in as Apostle Nyamiche brings you life transforming truth that nourishes the soul, ignites passion, and restores hope in the nations. The Church of Pentecost, we are possessing the nations for the Lord. All right, 055-111-997, 055-1111-997. That's the WhatsApp number. Let's talk about Champions League football. Bayern Munich were humiliated by Man City 3-0. There are people that still say that tie is far from over, and that Tuchel has shown that he has certain potential to pull off a comeback. He tried last season with Chelsea at Real Madrid, and you know, this I will start with Daniel, because you see, when I watched the Champions League game, Sichu, I swear, okay, it was like the teams were operating at like an extraterrestrial level, the same level, but the level was like
it's gone up.
Up, my brother. Like
you want to say there's coaching with the small C, and then there's capital C coaching.
Yes. Yeah. There is coaching and there is training. There are coaches and there are trainers.
Charlie.
And there are trainer scouts. But on a more serious note, that was one of the best football match, especially in the opening half an hour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was the best football game.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your outdoor spaces ready so you can enjoy more this season. Right now, you can get the Stylewell Park Point 4-piece patio set at a new lower price of $3.99. With its stain-resistant cushions and modern relaxed styling, it's the perfect centerpiece for your porch, deck, or patio, whether you're looking for sunny lounging or evening gathering. Hurry into the Home Depot to get the Stylewell Park Point patio set at a new lower price, just $3.99. Shop Spring Black Friday savings at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, Fitch Solutions warns that Ghanaian economy will get tough before bouncing back strongly. Meanwhile, economist Professor Lord Mensah hints government will be compelled by IMF to make challenging decisions that will help the country achieve good economic indicators. And long-term stability of the cedi against the dollar could contribute to price stability and keep inflation in check. That is the view of government statistician Professor Samuel Kobna-Inim. I am Beverly Bromo. Settle for the details now. Fitch Solutions is warning that the Ghanaian economy will get tough before it bounces back strongly. It, however, insists that the economy will expand by 2.9% this year, lower than the below 2% revised forecast by the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. It pointed out that leading indicators still point to weaker economic activity. Mike Kuninga is a country risk analyst for Sub-Saharan Africa and has been speaking at the quarterly Fitch Solutions Sub-Saharan African macroeconomic update this morning.
Unfortunately, have no real signs yet that Ghana's economy is gathering momentum. In fact, I think it will get worse before it gets better. So if we look at the left-hand side chart here, you can see that we forecast economic growth to soften to 2.9% in 2023 from an estimated 3.3% in 2022. So both years being well below Ghana's 5-year pre-pandemic average of 5.3%. Our economic growth forecasts for Ghana are obviously informed by a large number of different variables, including forward-looking indicators. And what we see here is that the index turns negative for the first time since 2020, so really indicating that economic growth will be weak and will remain below Ghana's historic average over the coming quarters. So, in brief, there's no real signs in the data yet that Ghana's economy is starting to recover.
Meanwhile, economist at the University of Ghana Business School, Professor Lord Mensah, has stated that government will be compelled to achieve good macroeconomic targets after securing a deal with the IMF. According to him, the usual phenomenon of overspending in an election will be curtailed once Ghana secures a deal with the fund.
You know, IMF program that we're trying to seek will not necessarily just bring money. The 3 billion we are targeting. There are some conditions that will limit the overspending that has been happening in the election season. And so let's pray as Ghanaians that we get the IMF program. I mean, especially getting to the end of the year where we'll be building up into the next elections. If we get the IMF program, it will limit all this excessive, spending because
away from IMF-related issues, a stable exchange rate regime could help stabilize prices and keep inflation under control. That's the assertion of government statistician Professor Samuel Kobna-Enim. The cedi has in recent times gained some strength against the dollar, impacting positively on the prices of imported goods such as fuel. Professor Enim is hopeful the downward trend of inflation could be sustained if the exchange rate regime remains stable.
All the indirect factors, including exchange rate, is not part of the direct estimate for consumer price index and rate of inflation. And I'm emphasizing the fact that it's an indirect effect. So if we continue to see a decline in exchange rate, it has to impact on the cost of items that we see in the market. And be it an imported item or a locally produced item, is going to have a differential impact on the rate of inflation that we're going to see. So we're hoping that we'll continue to see a further decline, but we would not be able to say that that would influence a continuous drop in the rate of inflation as we have seen since January 2023.
Moving on, the International Finance Corporation has announced an investment in a risk-sharing facility worth $77 million for the Bank of Africa Group at a ceremony held in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. Reacting to this, senior country manager in charge of Ghana, Kyle Kilhofer, said this is to strengthen its portfolio of women-owned SMEs across all of its affiliates. James Shen has more in this report.
The investment intends to make it easier for small and medium-sized firms, notably companies in unstable and conflict-affected nations in the Sahel, to access financing. By the agreement, IFC will contribute $77 million to expand Bank of Africa's lending to small and medium-sized enterprises, including women-owned businesses in several countries, including Ghana, Benin, Burkina Faso, among others. The senior country manager for IFC said his outfit is committed to expanding access to finance.
Small and medium-sized enterprises sometimes do find it more difficult to access to finance, to access services, to exit markets. And so we're keen on working with them to help get better at those attributes, but at the same time to do top-down.
A total loan portfolio of up to $154 million will be guaranteed for Bank of Africa Group, with loans going to companies in agriculture, trade, energy, and other industries.
James Shen with that report there. Now, a Deputy Minister of Finance, Abenose Asari, has called for an increase in financial literacy in the country to help people make good financial decisions. According to her, improving financial education in the country will help build a strong and resilient economy and also help individuals to manage their finances efficiently.
This one highlights the need to increase financial education of consumer awareness and understanding of financial products to enhance consumers' ability to manage their finances. Since that, informed customers help create a more competitive and efficient market. Indeed, financial capability of consumers is a major component to building a strong and resilient economy. Without this, many people will resort to the old and unsecured ways of handling monies, such as keeping money under their pillows and their mattress. I won't say the good old days, the bad old days.
Now, in July this year, the Tree Crops Development Authority launched a 5-year strategy and implementation plan. The plan seeks to establish an investment framework to guide the mobilization of both public and private investment towards the development of a competitive and sustainable tree crops industry. Although the plan will be fully fleshed from 2023, Chief Executive of the authority, William Kwato, shares with Emma Davis on today's episode of Food Chain his outfit's preparation ahead of the task.
Tree Crops Development Authority was established by an Act of Parliament as a regulatory structure for 6 tree crops: cashew, shea, mango, coconut, rubber, and oil palm. 2 years down the line, the authority laments snail-paced activities in the sector. According to its chief executive, William Kwato, inadequate funds have limited their abilities to achieve set targets.
When we started, we were very enthusiastic because as a new authority and given the mandate to regulate and develop at a very fast rate, the regulation and then the development of 6 tree crops, we thought that we'll have the needed resources to, as it were, quicken up and begin to rake in the target that was given to us. The target was that we should work hard such that in between 8 to 10 years, we'll be able to rake in about the same amount of money that Ghana makes from cocoa, which is about $2 billion